Okay, this is the completing the assignment guide video here, and you'll find this document here that you can see under the camera in the Romeo and Juliet resources folder in Schoology. This one's already been written on. There's blank ones as well. Not that you need to print it out or anything, you just need to be able to see it so that you can type from it. Not on it, but type from it. And I'll show you what that looks like in the next video for submitting the assignment. But this is the completing the assignment. What are you completing? Well, number one, you're going to demonstrate that you can handle these concepts here, whether or not you're borrowing from a single line or a partial single line, or you're borrowing from multiple consecutive lines. The rules are down here. These rules are also available in the same document in Schoology in the Romeo and Juliet folder. So, and we've done this before. We're just now working from a different text. Here's the situation. We have been given a piece of pretend text evidence that supposedly for some argument is really important. And this is it right here. It's some of Friar Lawrence's words where he says, "Holy St. Francis, what a change is here. Is Rosaline that thou didst love so dear, so soon forsaken?" And it's from Act 2, Scene 3, lines 65 and 67. Now, in my packet I found it. Here it is, 65, 66, and 67. It's those same three, well, 2.5 lines, essentially. And, you know, what's been happening, if you're going to write a good lead-in for this, you know, what's been happening, and it looks like Romeo tells his priest that he has fallen in love with the fair daughter of rich Capulet. That would be Juliet. And he asks his priest, "I pray you, marry us today." And this takes Friar Lawrence by surprise because, as far as he knew, Romeo was supposedly in love with somebody named Rosaline just yesterday. So in this task, you're being asked to create a transition, write a lead-in for this pretend piece of text evidence, tag this pretend piece of text evidence, present said evidence based on the rules, and then cite it appropriately. Here's an example. You can use this to lean on. You can't have it, but you might be able to mold your own creation from this one. And this one reads, "Additionally, in the morning, when Romeo seeks out his priest, asking the holy man to marry him to Juliet, the daughter of his supposed enemy, Friar Lawrence exclaims, comma, 'Holy St. Francis, what a change is here.'" Here's the end of a line of poetry, end line slash. "Is Rosaline that thou didst love so dear, end line slash, so soon forsaken?" Act 2, Scene 3, lines 65 through 67, periods on the outside. Now normally if this were a period, we would move that period to the outside, but it's a little bit different when you're dealing with other marks of punctuation like the exclamation point or the question mark. That still has to go there. If it were a period, we would move it over here as part of the Modern Language Association Guide for Punctuating Citation. Now, as an extra wrinkle, and this is where we've been going this entire third quarter into the fourth quarter, you know, technically this transition right here is an initial free modifier as well. "In the morning" is a prepositional phrase. It's in the initial position as well. When Romeo seeks out his priest, we've got asking the holy man to marry him to Juliet, which is a present participle phrase. The daughter of a supposed enemy, which modifies Juliet, is a noun phrase. Now I've overdone it in this case, but what we're looking for are the addition of free modifiers added to the lead-in, which you control to add some context. something that you can certainly do. If it works out, it works out. You may end up having to, on some scrap paper, work out these 2 writing assignments as best as you can before you type them up, and I'll show you what it looks like when you type them up in the very next video. But you need a transition, you need a lead-in, you need an attributive tag, you need to present the text evidence, and you need a proper MLA in-text citation here as well. Now you can use this example only so much as you create your own for this task, which is called Rosaline. Task 2, same exact thing, just extra practice. You're creating a transition, lead-in, attributive tag, presenting text evidence, and citing that text evidence. And here's the text evidence you're being asked to cite. It's 3 lines from the same scene. If we're giving you the lines, it's lines 90 and 92. You can find them in the packet. You may even already very well know what's happening here. The priest has kind of been giving Romeo a hard time about moving so quickly from Rosaline to Juliet, and then for some reason he just changes his mind. Yeah, I'll marry you. I'll be your assistant in this respect, because it's this alliance between you and Juliet which may bring some happiness and turn your household's ugliness to pure love. He thinks he can fix the families. So you need this piece of writing as well. And I'll show you what it looks like in the next video when you go ahead and submit these 2 assignments that you spent some time crafting.